Hey guys, this is Mila Bidam 45 and I have, as I promised, a little update of what I've been working with polymer clay wise. And I've done these buttons. The other day I showed a mini haul of some buttons that I bought. Stay put. Okay, you too, stay put. And I just started, after I bought those buttons, I got the idea of making polymer clay buttons with the canes that I have, and I just experimented with a couple of them because I've never done buttons before, and these are some canes that I have lying around. They're basically, this one is just canes from scrap clay that I just combined. But the only thing is that I don't know how, and if anybody can answer that for me. When I roll the polymer clay, I don't see the bubbles. It's very hard for me to check to see the bubbles. There's some of them I do see them, and I pop them, or I cut them out, or I deal with them. But sometimes I don't see the bubbles, and they still show up when the piece is baked. So this one has a couple of bubbles and I'm not liking that. So anyway, I just gave it one coat of glaze, and I think this is polyurethane. I did in polyacrylic. I didn't use the Sculpey on these, Sculpey glaze. So I did this big one, and then I did see this really gigantic bubble I have right there, and it's like full of bubbles, and I have no idea why. Don't see if you guys can see it. Let me see if this is focusing well. You see it right there. Look at that. It's just full of like little bubbles. But anyways, and this one I glazed it with. I glazed this one with dimensional Mod Podge, and the bubbles don't show. So maybe that'll do the trick. But anyways, because I don't have any more resin, I ran out of resin. So I did those, and then I did these with the this is the retro cane I had done, and I've got a couple of those here. And again, these were glazed with how do you call it, polyacrylic. And then I did these from the cane I have with, okay, let's focus. There you go. This is it's like a leopard kind of cane, and then this one is a cane that I did the light switch with. And they only have one coat of polyurethane of glaze. So anyways, and then I did another heart because my daughter fell in love with these hearts that I did, and these pieces that I did with eggshells. And I like the way they come out, but it's a bit time consuming, and it's a really big mess to do these. I still have to paint this one in the back. So, and then I did a couple of little just a couple of little charms in polymer clay. These are some molds that I'm not sure if Venom Vixen sent them to me, the True Venom Vixen, or somebody sent them, but I don't remember who it was. And I also did this ice cream cone, which I really love. I did this pink with this is Primo Translucent Accent, the Primo Translucent Accent, this one, and I just put eyeshadow inside. I colored it with eyeshadow, and I just love the way it came out. Really little tones and streaks, and it's like shiny, really pretty. I really like the way that one came out. And I did this little cupcake. This one, I passed this through the extruder, and it like cracked a bit, but anyways, I like the way it came out. And I also did all these little flowers. These flowers are done with the mold from Wilton. It's actually a box that comes, a kit for flower making. And I did these flowers because I want to make, they look blue, but they're actually really purple. I don't know why my camera isn't picking up the purple. here, this is purple also, and it looks blue. Everything you see blue is actually like purple, and it looks pink and it's purple. So anyways, this does look purple. This picks up the color okay, but this is a really dark purple. It's the Sculpey Studio, and it's really purple. And here they look blue. But anyways, I want to make a charm bracelet with these little flowers. So I made a bunch of those. I still need to make more of them. And I also did with a cane. This is a cane I did with, how do you call it? Scrap clays. I just mixed them up, and it was like a poly, oh my god, how do you say it? Marbleized cane, more or less, and I just made a swirl out of it, and I did this piece. And I did this piece. I still have to put the bails on them. But for some reason, something got stuck to it. I have to glaze this again. And I also did this charm with the Sculpey Sculpey oven bake clay that you buy at Walmart. I'm definitely, I don't want to leave that to waste, so I'm definitely doing things with it and see what comes out. I also did this little plaque. This is of the balconies of the doors of the old San Juan. If you saw my August collection, ATC card collection, you'll see the doors that I'm talking about and the balconies. This is like the entrance, and this one says Calle del Cristo. These are the little, this is supposed to be a little lantern. It didn't come out much like a lantern. It looks like a gigantic beetle. But anyways, and I really like the way it came out. I'm going to put a ribbon here so they could, like, something you hang on the walls. So I did that, and I also did this heart with polymer clay. And I did these pieces. This little part right here is from the some little Crafty Patty sent me these little molds from Daiso, and I just put the piece of clay inside. It's the inside. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. It's this little mold. Inside it's a little clover, but when you turn it upside down, it's this little mold. So I just put the clay in there and molded it and stuck it on top of this and glued it on top of this. And I really like the way these two came out. This one I painted it with Walk It Out 1963. Made a video of how to color your liquid polymer clay and store it in little caps so you won't waste it. So I did this one. This is the one I colored this one with. And I did also, well, this was not it, that was empty. This one's yellow one. The color I gave to this one was this, I think this is mica powder, I don't know, somebody sent me this in a trade, and I used this color because I really like it a lot. And this is with yellow pastel chalk, but I had done a little bit of white with white paint. Actually, it wasn't white acrylic paint, it was white oil paint, because I read on the sheet of paper on this instructions that it brings, and it said that you can't use water-based or acrylic, it's better off oil. I don't know, I think I read it here. I think it was here that I read that. I'm not totally % sure if it was here. I think so, but don't take my word for it. So anyways, I colored that with white, and I colored on top of it because it was, this one I used it directly on the mold. I molded it like this, and I didn't want it to be both the same color, so I just colored it. This one I made this little piece, and then this with a different color clay, I molded the piece here, and then I pasted it here. So anyways, that's more or less about it, my little update. I do have a question. I'm doing this flower cane, and I don't know if you guys could notice, look at inside. I had done this the Skinner blend. I had done it for a while now, and when I started to reduce it, the inside started coming out, bubbling out like this, and it's really soft inside. Right now it's not that soft because it's been laying there since last night, but can you see how I squeeze it and looks like liquidy. I don't know why that is. If anybody has an answer for that, just let me know. And please also let me know. See how if I squeeze it, it just totally goes in. Is that gonna ruin this cane? Is this cane gonna go to waste? Because that has never happened to me. I don't know if it's because of the heat, that maybe it's too hot in here, but look at this. Watch this. Look. You see that? You see how? And it's just the inside, the white. It's the white clay that came out like that. And the white clay that I used for this one was female white clay. So anyway, guys, if anybody has an answer for me, just please let me know, because I don't want this cane to go to waste. I haven't finished it yet, and I don't want it to go to waste. Okay, so that's just about it for now. I hope you guys like my mini update. My update. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna work with polymer clay today. So anyways, take care, guys. God bless you, and see you later. Bye bye.